Good morning. So this is a fun introduction to a vlog. I currently #just woke up like this. So it's the 25th of November. It is 1 month until the big man comes, and I am supposed to be going to the book party tonight. Now, at this moment in time, that is well and truly hanging in the balance. So when the tickets first came out, so I saw a lot of the content surrounding the book party in July that was in Blackpool, and I had real FOMO of that. But at the time when the tickets came out, just train travel and hotels to Blackpool were just not in my budget, so I vetoed that. However, this year it's in Birmingham, and Birmingham is an hour-ish on the coach from Leicester, so I thought I would book a ticket. I did eventually book what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, I've got real fibro fog today, so words just... Originally, that's the word I'm looking for. I did originally book a hotel to stay in, and I was going to stay last night and tonight and make a real kind of weekend out of it. But then I got my job at Morrison's, where I was working all weekends, so I cancelled my hotel and decided that I would just go... Oh, no, I cancelled my hotel and I wouldn't be able to go because I'd be working. And then I started my new job 2 weeks ago, and just so happened to have this weekend as my weekend off. So I was working last night till 10, so I couldn't go up and stay in a hotel last night. And when I looked at hotels for tonight, the prices were eye-wateringly expensive. So lovely Tom has said that he will come and pick me up after, so I'm going to be getting the coach there. And I've just woken up feeling like absolute crap today. It's not even an anxiety thing, it's more of a chronic health thing. I am in a lot of pain, so I'm going to take it slow today and hopefully get my ass there this evening. Have a whole day tomorrow where I've got no plans, so I can just sleep before I'm back at work on Monday, and then I've got a few days off again next week. I work 3 days a week now. I'm part-time, which fits with me and my illness, so I work 3 7.5-hour shifts a week, and so far we're getting on okay with that. So I am now going to go and take some painkillers and then possibly lie on the sofa, and I will try and vlog this experience for you, like I say, if I end up going. I really hope I do. I'm really excited about it. One thing that I will say is Victoria, who runs, not Victoria from What Victoria Read, Victoria that runs Instabook tours and is also hosting tonight, has been absolutely excellent at the kind of lead up, and any question that I've asked her, or my kind of anxiety moments bubbling out into direct message, she has been fantastic. The most accessible for me, I would say, information. I don't know about other people's access needs, I just know about my own, but she has given me information. She's told me how the room's going to be laid out. She's reassured me that there's going to be plenty of places to sit down, so I know that if I can get myself there, once I'm there I'll be fine. But right now I just feel like crawling back into bed, so hopefully I will see you later and I will be a bit more presentable. So I have about an hour till I leave for the book party. I have had a shower. I haven't washed my hair because I just didn't have the spoons for it, so we are dry shampooed. I am doing what feels like a little bit of an old school YouTube video here. I'm going to do a what's in my bag for you, because this is travelling for a night out chronic illness edition. So I have this wonderful bag that literally only arrived yesterday, which I got from Vinted. It's originally Next, and it's just this massive tote bag that is sparkly. So any of my kind of chronic illness girlies out there will know that it's fine when I'm on holiday and we've got a hotel room, but I'm going out tonight to Birmingham, which like I think I've already said is like an hour on the coach. So I don't want to be taking like a backpack with me. I want something nice because I won't have anywhere to leave my things. But there are certain things that I need to have with me while traveling. So yeah, this felt like a compromise. And like I say, it is massive. So I will be traveling in a jumper, which will be stashed in this during the event. So let's pack that bag with me. So I have a number of things that I'm going to pack. Pretty straightforward is my purse. This one was from British Heart Foundation. It has cats on it. What more can I say? Then the next important thing is this. And if you can read that, I got this from Etsy and it says Charlotte's, does it say medication or medicine? I can't remember and it's not very clear, but this is what I always take with my medicines in. So I am only going out for, I'm leaving the house at about 3:30. The event is from 7 till midnight. Tom will be picking me up about 11:30. He would probably pick me up earlier if it wasn't for the fact that he has to sort Nana out first. So I'm not going to be gone all that long, but I am going to be putting in deep heat in case I get any pain in my muscles. For my fibromyalgia, I get pain. So along with that, I'm also going to be taking paracetamol and ibuprofen. Sometimes if I'm going for longer, I will take my stronger cocodamol and Voltarol with me, but I don't feel like I'm going to need them tonight, and they make me feel a bit spaced out, so I'd rather not take them. In this little medicine pot that my mom got me from Greece, I also have some Buscopan and loperamide. In case I need the loperamide when I am on the coach, in case I have drank my water, I always have these little loperamide fast melts, which I much prefer, and they seem to work better for me. They don't give me as many side effects, they don't make me feel nauseous, so they're going in. Blister plasters, which are not a spoony thing, they're just a girl thing, I think. And I'm also putting in my medicines bag some Gaviscon sachets. I get quite bad heartburn sometimes, and so I've started picking up these little sachets to have with me on the go. Each one of those is one dose, so you just rip off the top, drink it. As they say, Bob's your uncle, Fan is your aunt. And not a medicine, but going into my medicines bag is just some hair grips and hair bubbles in case I get the ick with my hair, get overheated or something like that, and then I can just tie it up. Also along with my medicines bag, although let me zip that up because I clipped this on the outside, is my radar key, so that gives me access to disabled toilets. And also on that I have this Punky Pins badge which says my spoons are in the dishwasher, which I just found funny, so I got it. So I always have that clipped to the outside of my medicine bag so I can have easy access to it if I need the toilet in a hurry. While we're on the subject of toilets, this is my little IBS bag that comes with me everywhere I go. This comes to work, this comes if I'm just popping out to the shops. This one is always on me. So I'm not going to get all the contents out, but I will show you one thing in a minute. So in here I have some toilet roll, I have some pads, I have some spare knickers, I have some nappy bags, and I also have this. Now this is from a company called Luna, and it's the Everywhere Spray to Wipe. I used to carry a packet of like baby wipes, but they were quite heavy and dried out quickly in my bag, whereas this is just, like it says, it's a spray. You spray it on the tissue and it turns your tissue into a wet wipe, and this stuff is really good. It's very, they do a lot of things. They do an oil as well. It's a hydrating spray, so not only is it good for wiping, it's also good for hydration. Obviously I am a menopausal spoonie, so that is good for that. I will put a link to this below because it's not sponsored. I paid for this, but I just think it's really great. On charge at the moment, I have my headphones. I always have my headphones to listen to an audiobook if I'm on public transport. I have a packet of sherbet lemons. I'm not going to take the whole packet. I'm just going to put a few of these into my bag because I just need the hydration from those, and the lemon stops me feeling nauseous. I'm taking my Kindle, and she is currently in her Christmas jumper. And then because I have brain fog, I am taking with me a notebook and pens this will be, if I meet anybody, I want to check out their Instagram later. I mean, I'll probably just click onto Instagram straight away if I can get it working. I can't get it working on my new phone for some reason. But yeah, any details that I want to write down, I will do in here. I know a lot of other people that are going are taking books to get signed by the authors, but I just don't think I have the strength to carry a big bag of books with me on the coach, so I won't be doing that. However, if I went again and went for like the weekend, possibly would. I'm gonna go and sort this madness out now. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I'm just going to put some curls in it and grip some bits back. I'm not going to do makeup. I'm not really a makeup girly anyway, and I think over the years coming to terms with chronic illness has meant coming to terms with what I can and can't do. Like, if I want to go and enjoy myself tonight, spending too much energy now on my appearance would just mean that I wouldn't be able to get there without being tired. I've got a decaf coffee here. It's after midday, so I switched to decaf. And yeah, I don't know if I'll speak to you again until I'm at the party. I don't know how much of the party I will film. I tend to have all these grand ideas to vlog things, and then when I get there I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So I will try and get you some clips, but if not, I will come back later and tell you how it went. So it has been 4 days now since the book party, and given the mother of all flares, I don't think that I have fully kind of digested everything. I wanted to come here and give you some coherent thoughts about the book party, but I'm just going to go into it. So, as you know, or you may know if you follow me, I have had quite a few new followers recently. So hi, I have anxiety, and leading up to the book party, I messaged the host, Vic, so many times, asking all sorts of questions, asking what, you know, what it would be like, if there would be places to sit, this, that and the other. And actually, I could not be happier with how she kept getting back in touch with me. So thank you so much, Vic, if you're watching this. That really, really made it so much easier. I'm pretty sure I didn't actually get in touch with her because I knew there was going to be seating. That was all I needed as my access requirements, and all the people that I met there were absolutely lovely. And on the night, my pain wasn't too bad. So I do think, I mean, there was a big queue for the bar at some points, but I'm pretty sure from all the people that I met and how lovely they were, if I'd have explained that, you know, could I not stand in the queue because of my disability, I think that people would have been really accommodating with that. On the subject of that, this isn't necessarily getting at people, but it was just something that came to me. This is the first kind of party that I've really been to since I've had my chronic pain. I've had it for years, but this is like the first time that it's bothered me. So I did get up and have a little bit of a dance, as you all have seen from the clips, but for most of the night I was happy to just sit and watch. And there was this woman there. I don't know if she was an author or a blogger, or I don't know who she was, but she kept coming over to me and like trying to get me to go up and dance. And I said, you know, no thanks. And then she went to grab my wrist and I was like, no, I have a disability and I'm at my limit now. And she did apologise and was like, sorry, but it's just a kind of reminder for any of you that don't have chronic disabilities that we know our own limits, and it's fine to go up to someone and say, do you want to come and dance? But if they say no, don't keep pushing it. And on a similar note, the DJ also said at one point when they were doing the conga, which was just as I was about to leave, I didn't leave because of this, I was waiting for Tom to pick me up anyway, and the DJ said, oh, if the lady at the front taps you, you have to get up and join the conga, and if you don't, you're boring. And for me, like, it's taken me a long time to be able to advocate for myself and go, because that would have really, a few years ago, made me push myself past my limits, which would then impact my days after. As it was, like I say, I was leaving anyway, and actually I have got the confidence now to just be like, no. But yeah, I think that's just, it's just the casual ableism that I think the more I read about it, the more into the disabled community I get, the more I notice these things. But I don't want that to put you off going, because I did have a fabulous time. I did message Victoria, as in my Victoria, at one point. So when I got there, Vic was there at the door greeting us and she was brilliant. Went in, there was some mulled wine. I walked into the room and I was about 15 minutes late, I think. So not by any means too much. There was a queue for the proof table, which I just thought, no, I'm not going to get involved in that. I do like proofs, but I was just so overwhelmed. From what I've heard from speaking to other people and watching other, I don't think I've watched any vlogs yet, but I've watched people talking on Instagram stories, you were allowed to pick one proof, so I think that was done really well. I just put my coat on a random chair and said to the person, do you mind if I sit here? And they were like, no. And then I got talking to Lee from Literary Lee, who is on Instagram. I'll leave her linked below. And we used to talk years ago, and I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but my Instagram seems to have unfollowed people that I was sure I was following. And also I seem to be following people that I don't remember ever following. So I don't know if that's an Instagram thing or that's a me thing. And then I, like I say, put my coat there and went and picked up a tote bag of goodies. Now, I haven't got it with me, have I? Let me just grab it. And so this was the tote bag we were given, and it says the book party, and it has this gorgeous jingle on the back there. I'm generally over tote bags. Like, I really think that there's a lot of tote bags in the world now, and I'm trying to be more sustainable, but this one is just beautiful, and I will definitely make sure I get my use out of it. There were all sorts of things inside it. There has been a picture on my Instagram, so if you head over there you can see it. And then I did what I do best, and I went to the bookstore. So the bookstore there was a bookstore set up by the Heath Bookshop. Again, I'll leave their links below. And I picked up 3 books for myself. I picked up a couple for a friend of Tom's. But I picked up Cara Hunter's Murder in the Family because I haven't read a Cara Hunter, and this looks pretty cool. Apparently it's a kind of solve the mystery yourself kind of one, and after loving the appeal, I thought I would like this. I then did meet the lovely Cara Hunter, and she signed the book for me, so that was wonderful. I also got The Spirit Engineer by AJ West, and also Unladylike Lessons in Love by Amita Murray. Now, both of these authors were at the book party. AJ co-hosted the book party, and I spoke to AJ a couple of times during the night, and I think I was just too overwhelmed that I forgot to get them signed, so I didn't get either of those signed. But I did also meet the lovely Fiona Cummins, and she was just so lovely. I went over to her and I was like, how does someone as lovely as you write such dark fiction? And we had a good little chat, and it turned out we went to the same university, which was, yeah, it was just good. So I did loosen up a bit. It did take me a couple of drinks to relax, and I have mixed feelings about that, because I said to Tom before, like, I don't want to be someone that needs alcohol to relax at these things, but I don't go to these things very often, so it's not as if I'm going to them every week and having to use alcohol as a crutch to get through it. I don't know, I have a lot of feelings about that. One thing that I did notice that made me smile from looking around, so I was wearing my Doc Marten boots, and actually I would say that the majority of people wearing flat shoes, there were some people in heels, but that's how you know you're surrounded by bookish people, because when I've been to blogger events in the past, when I was trying to be a lifestyle blogger, I always felt like everybody else was in heels apart from me. Whereas this just, yeah, it just made me smile how the majority of people were in flat shoes. People were dressed kind of the full range, from being really, really dressed up. Tina Baker, one of the authors that was there, was dressed as a Christmas tree. There was a few people in lots of sequins, lots of sparkles, but then also just people in a Christmas jumper and jeans. Like, everybody was there in what they felt comfortable in, and it seemed pretty chill in that way. It was very loud. I do wish that maybe at the beginning it had been a little bit quieter while we could then sit and chat, but I met loads of people and ended up just sitting and chatting to them. I didn't see anybody in a corner reading a book, which surprised me, but yeah, I had a fantastic time. I have booked to go to the next one, which is in Birmingham again. It's at the old library, which was a fantastic venue, and that is in October next year. It's going to be a Halloween ball, so I'll leave the link below. I believe at the moment it's the early bird ticket price. I'm not sure when that ends. Again, I will leave it below. Hopefully it will still be on when you see this video. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I have booked to stay in a hotel next time and made sure that my hotel has a bath, and I'm doing 2 nights there, because this time I just went on the coach and did it all in one day, and it was far too much for me, hence the flare for a few days after. If I'd have been able to soak in a hot bath with some Radox, I still think that I would have had at least a little flare, because that's how my body is. But yeah, that is all I've got to say for you. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I didn't vlog as much as I wanted to. I would have loved to have vlogged meeting the authors and getting them to sign my books, but like I say, I was just so overwhelmed with being there that I did what I could. And yeah, I did really enjoy myself. I'm actually glad that I didn't have a hotel this time, actually, because I knew that I had to stay there until Tom picked me up, and Tom wasn't coming until after Nana had gone to bed. So I knew that at the earliest it would be about 11, and it went until 12. And I think if I'd have been in a hotel, I'd say about 8:30, 9 o'clock, I would have scarpered, and then it would have been a real shame, because it was after that that I did some dancing, got chatting to people. And so yeah, that was the book party. Did you go? Did I say hello to you? I know that I said hello to people that I kind of knew for definite from Instagram, but since looking afterwards later, I'm like, oh yeah, I know them. Oh, that's who that was. But hopefully next time I will be a little bit more confident. And if you do come to any of these things, please come and say hello to me, because I am terrible with putting names to faces, and happy to chat to anyone. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm not sure what video is coming next week. I'm looking at my schedule and it's just gone completely out of the window. But until next time, look after yourselves. Bye.